afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome to the Armory. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. Welcome to X as well. Big up to the 90 people already watching. Thank you very much for being here. Big up to the Silver One watching over on X. Hope you're doing well, Silver One. Big up to Temmie saying evening intro. Sadly, the best we can get is a 4-0 defeat. See what Temmie's doing here. Reverse psychology, love it. Big up to Chris as well. Hope you're doing well. So obviously we're here to talk about the Aston Villa game, which is tomorrow night at 5:30. I will be covering it. I will be doing a watch along and a instant match reaction as well. But all I would say is, obviously, I did a transfer show yesterday. Get yourself prepared. A lot of people did not think that Fabio Vieira would leave. I did. I said, watch out for a loan for him. He's now gone out on loan. Arsenal are doing something big, so just prepare yourselves, people. Prepare yourselves. But let's get on to the game. Right, let's have a look-see. So, since the Premier League started, we're playing 58 times, drawn 14. Aston Villa have had 13 wins, 6 at home, 7 away. Arsenal wins 31, 17 at home, 14 away. Recent meetings, obviously, last season, yeah, both defeats, unfortunately. And obviously, we go back to the 4-2 win, which is, we enjoyed a certain goal anyway, that's for certain. Beaten 2-1 at the Emirates in that same season, and then 1-0 at Villa Park before that. So, yeah, last season was not great, and we do need to do a lot better this season if we want to progress. I know it's very early stages, literally game 2, but we can't be dropping points against Villa. Draw, I would be fine with to a degree. Away, at home, we must beat them. But away, I'm okay with a draw. Looking at it long-term wise, the top 4 team, well, they were last season. So, yeah, I'm chill with it if we draw. But I cannot cope with a defeat. Form guide, obviously, we both played one game, but Aston Villa beat West Ham 2-1 away, and we obviously beat Wolves 2-0 at home. Obviously, again, it's literally just one game, so it's not really much to talk about. But what is important, and this is the stat I will go to, so obviously goals scored, both scored 2 each. They conceded 1. Chances created 4 for Aston Villa. So obviously they are creating good chances, and it was against the West Ham team, which would have been a little bit disjointed with all their new signings as well. So you kind of got to weigh that up a little bit. Chances created for us was 2. We weren't the greatest, but we never look. I don't mind starting off poorly as long as we just get better and better as we go along. I hope we don't do what we did last season, where we had the first half of the season wasn't the greatest, and then we went to Dubai. Everything changed. We came back and all had great fun in the end. But yeah, so I'm hoping it's not like that because I can't cope with that. Big up to G saying, yes, my bro. Bobby loves it when he's right. It was like me today. Jack Doohan to Alpine made official every driver and F1 news. I got spot on. I just love it because people just don't think about it. Like, no one really went for the Fabio Vieira would move. I said, watch out for a loan move for him. And it's happened. I'm not particularly happy that he's gone back to Porto, but it is what it is. I don't think he actually has a career at Arsenal now, if I'm honest. I don't think even the game time will change anything because he needs to bulk up, and you ain't going to do that in Portugal. Not for me anyway. Something big. I honestly do think something big is happening. Let's just wait and see. We're in literally the final week now. Next Friday it closes. So yeah, let's be prepared, people. Let's be prepared. Rather drop points early than in running them. Yeah, exactly. I'm fine with a draw, if I'm honest. It's just one game with Liverpool. I accept that with Carlisle. I don't. Zinni playing. Well, a few people have gone with that in their lineups, if I'm honest. Big ups to the 179 people currently watching. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so we'll move on to the next one, which is injuries. Fabio Vieira is a doubt. He has actually got a little bit of a. I think it's a thigh strain. I think, but as we all know now, he is going to be moving on. So yeah, we'll wait for that to happen. Aston Villa, Mings, yeah. Just move on from that. Kamara, Olsen, and also Cash is a possible doubt as well. Didn't have time to put him on the list, but Matty Cash is possibly a doubt as well. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Let's have a look. JJ, sorry, I thought it was JJ. Big up to James. Very, very quiet on the attackers. We need something big on the list. Williams, Osherman, or Coman that are gettable. Struggling to think of other names. There are other names. Kingsley Coman. Don't see it, if I'm honest, Kingsley. Yeah. I'll be doing a show on Monday. The news might drop by then. I don't know. I don't know when they decide to drop the news. But Coman is one I don't see happening for us anyway. Yeah, that's the only one I'm definitely going to rule out. Osherman, again, right now it's a no, but coming into the last week, anything is possible because Napoli have just agreed a deal for Lukaku. So Osherman has to now definitely come off the books at Napoli. They already agreed anyway, but he has to now. He's got no choice. So Osherman's got to be going somewhere. And there's only really 3 clubs. Big up to Chris saying, no, I've not been messaging Joe and Brentford before people start asking. I can see something happening with him. I just don't know what. Everton could do with the money. They are likely to be taken over very soon, but they could still do with a big, large amount of income, and selling Brentford would make a whole lot of sense. Big up to Bob PK saying, we here. What's good, my fellow Arsenal brothers? What's good with you, Bob PK? I love your name, actually, Bob PK. Well, obviously, I'm named Bobby, so I'm loving it. Right, let's get into my 5 to watch for tomorrow night's game. It's going to be a good one. Okay, so we're going to start with Pau Torres. It's very hard not to talk about Pau Torres, if I'm honest. He is one centre back that I wish we had signed. I think he's fabulous. I really do. I think he's absolutely awesome. And for me, he's probably the best defender that Villa have got. And without him, I do think they would never have got to Champions League level last season. But yeah, I love him. I think he's brilliant. Obviously, I've reset all the stats, so basically it's all from one game now, so I apologize if it's literally one appearance and the 7.3 rating, but that's literally just one game. Obviously throughout the season it will get better and better. John McGinn, how can I not put him in there? Yes, I might be Scottish, and yes, I might be using my bias, but honestly he is such a hard working midfielder. I absolutely love him. He's such a pain in the ass as well. I just love it. He's like an angry little chihuahua. I absolutely adore him. I think he's fantastic, and he's an absolute nightmare. He's got an absolute engine as well. No matter what, he'll give 100% until the final whistle. So yeah, big up to John. So that's someone else we need to watch out for. Amadou Onana. I state this, and I think some people have been saying it on X as well. We could have got Onana. We chose not to pay the money, so he went to Villa. It is what it is. What I would say is his debut for Villa suggests to me everything that I knew about him. He is quality. I know a lot of people don't like him, and I get it. I do get it, but he's quality. The kid is quality. So yeah, and obviously scored on his debut for Villa as well. Ollie Watkins didn't have the greatest game. against West Ham. However, you can't deny his quality. You can't deny his ability to really cause a problem for defence. So Ollie Watkins has got to be worth a mention. And Jean Duran, I feel like saying Duran there. The young Colombian is a talent, isn't he? Let's be honest. Villa have been doing everything possible to make sure he does not go at all. I don't think he will now, if I'm honest. I think all the possible options of him leaving have probably faded now. Let's have a look, see what people are saying. I'm good, my brother, and haha, thank you for that. No worries, Bobby P guy. I think it's awesome. Paper talk of him being linked to Liverpool. The ideal scenario for me: 15 to 20% sell on for Carlisle, and Liverpool need left-footed defender. You are definitely looking at centre backs, mate. Definitely. Honestly, have to go there tomorrow with the intent to win this game. Last year at our place, we got hit with a double whammy in the last 10 minutes, which was just painful, 100%. We do definitely need to go there to aim for the win. But if we come back with just a draw, I'm not going to lose my mind over it. At the end of the day, Aston Villa in the Champions League. They finished 4th, I think, last season. They're not an awful team. So a draw, I'm not going to lose my head over it, if I'm honest. Duran scoring at West Ham after being lent there, couldn't write it. Yeah, 100%. McGinn would have been a Klopp player if Klopp was still here. Yeah, he's just such an angry little chihuahua. I love him. But that's that. Key battles. So I've gone with Thomas Partey and Onana. I think they both need to do their jobs tomorrow. Thomas Partey. A lot of people are very Marmite about how his first game against Wolves was. I wasn't that impressed personally, but then people say I have an agenda. I kind of do, because I don't think he should be anywhere near our club anymore. But I also respect that people have a different opinion, and I'm fine with that. But yeah, Thomas Partey will obviously start tomorrow because obviously Marino has not been done in time. So yeah, Thomas Partey needs to be on his game tomorrow because he will be up against a lot of quick, fast players that will be attacking him and trying to annoy him. Amadou and Nana will have a good game, I have no doubt. He had a great game when he played for Everton against us last season, so I know he's capable of doing it. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Goalkeeping wise, this is obviously a conversation that's been had countless times. David Raya against Martinez. So saves per game, Raya 100% saves. Martinez obviously 75 because he's conceded. But the good thing about Raya currently is not made any errors that have led to a goal. So he's in the plus, which is quite unusual for Raya actually in the Premier League. He's normally in a minus quite soon, but currently he's in 0.19. So that's all good. Right. Icing on the top, obviously Kai against Ollie. Ollie is their number 9. Kai is ours currently. Shots per game, 5 for Havertz. This is how bad Ollie, literally nothing. Ollie had an awful game. So yeah, stats wise, but you can't deny the talent. The talent is there. The Magic Man. So Jacob Ramsey came on. I think he only about 30 minutes, if that, I think. But his passing accuracy in the final third was incredible, 100%. Martin Odegaard is obviously our Magic Man. Got 2 key passes. But obviously these stats will change drastically over the next few games. But yeah, let's have a look. See what people have been saying before I move on. Bob PK, yeah, Aston Villa finished 4th, and to be honest, they have got stronger. Exactly, a point at their place wouldn't be the bad. Oh no, I'll be fine about it. I wouldn't be happy because obviously I want Arsenal to win every single game, but I wouldn't lose my mind if we just got a draw. Big up to DWTT. Big up to Gary. Hope you're doing well. I'll be tuning into your watch along tomorrow as it's after the MK Dons versus Carlisle game. 5-hour journey to MK, then not long journey to Liverpool as I'll be. Oh yes, you will be. Very true. I'll be doing that game as well on Sunday, actually. Weirdly, but obviously you'll be at the games. But yeah, I'm doing that as a watch along. So don't have to spend JJ, which is always a good thing. Fully fit, Party, Rice, and Odegaard are going to feed families this year, and I'm here for it. Our defensive midfield is stacked with serious talent. I'm so excited for this season, but also for the future too. 100% Bob PK. Big up to Moss saying Raya White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Party, Rice, Odegaard, Martinelli, Saka, Havertz. I think a lot of people have gone for that. There is a few squads you'll see in a minute. Some interesting ones, but I'm all for that. That just shows that our squad is getting stronger because people are going for new ideas, and we'll get into that now. Obviously, the video hasn't been created properly yet due to the fact our window hasn't finished, so all the players haven't been signed. So I haven't done the video until all the players have been signed because of their photos. So I'm waiting to do the new one. So currently it's just the basic one at the moment. So I apologise for the lack of effort onto that chosen lineups. It will be better once all the transfer window is done, right? But we will move on to the teams. So we're going to start with the first one. This was chosen by Boo, Jack, Will, Andrew, Sophia, Tom A, TJ, and Brenny K. So they've gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Party, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Havertz. Like I said, until we get a striker, the maximum score I can give anyone is a 9. And I'm going to start with a 9. I have no issues with that. It's not me knocking Havertz, by the way. I've got no issues with Havertz, but our team is not finished yet. So I feel that I can't give it a 10 until the team is finished. It's not quite there yet, but we're getting there. So, yeah, I'm going to give it a 9. I'm a very harsh critic. Everyone knows this about me. But yeah, so I'm going to give that a 9 because it's very good, and I don't have to see Zinchenko at left back, which is always a bonus. Next team chosen by Vinay, Kelly, Saf, Richard G, Ben, Claire, and Albert. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Rice, Zinchenko. That's the number 8. Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Jesus. I'm all for this. So again, I've got literally no issues with that. It's not being harsh to Havertz. At the end of the day, we've got a squad now. So I don't want anyone saying, oh, Saka is guaranteed right winger. White is the guaranteed right back. No, not for me. There's going to have to be some games where we change it. Just because of the opposition, or giving someone a rest. I want to be able to change it now and then. Just to give people a rest, have something a little bit different as well. You'll see this when Marino comes in. You will see a different midfield. Sometimes you'll have a double pivot instead of Marino on the number 8. You'll see Marino drop back because he can do both roles. So you'll see that, and that's what we need to be. We need to be more versatile when we need to be. There are going to be games where we need to be a little bit more sensible. So you'll see it. I promise this season you'll see different formations, which is I'm all for again. So that was a 9. Let's move on to the next one. Emmanuel, Florence, Sean, Tom GB, Steve B, Jimmy, and Miguel R. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Party, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Havertz. Easy 9. Lovely jubbly. Let's move on to the next one. Lee, Sam, W, Miguel, M, Ao, Rose, and Anthony have chosen this one. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Rice, Zinchenko, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Havertz. Again, no issues with that. That's a 9 all day long. Next one, chosen by Vic, Shelley, Romain, Tom, and Mohammed. Now we're going for a little bit different. So we're going for a 5 at the back with this one. So this is White, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Timber, all as the back 5. And you've got Rice and Odegaard in the middle. And then Saka and Trossard. And again, I got 0 issues with this because none of that is a weakness. Timber can easily do that left wing back role. White can easily do that right wing back role. And then you've got the 3 centre-backs of Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori. I've got 0 issues with this. 0. So again, I'm going to go for a 9. Easy. Simples. Next one, Pedro, Michael, Tim, Mark, Anthony, Liam, Richard R. Canners and DWTT have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Havertz. 9 all day long. All right, let's move on to the next one. We'll get into your comments very shortly. I'm obviously currently on the big screen, so I can't actually see anyone's comments at the moment. So the next one is, Dionisio, Takahiro, John, and Sam H have gone with, this is a back five as well. Right. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Zinchenko, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Jesus, Havertz. Now, I know I said I don't want to see Zinchenko at left back, and I don't. Left wing back, different situation, because you've got Timber, Gabriel, Saliba covering all the issues that he causes defensively. Forward-wise, he's brilliant, but defensively, absolute nightmare. So, again, got no issues with it because we're covering him with... which he is going to make a cock up, let's be honest. So again, I've got no issues. That's a 9. Elliot, Barry, Ricky, Tristan, Nicholas, and Mehmet, Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Havertz. No issues. We've got no issues with Partey being dropped, Jorginho being in there. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Got to find their team so I can actually mark it. There we go, 9 easily. Dominic, Daniel, Holly, Ken, Matt, Jason, and Laura have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Rice, Zinchenko, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Havertz. Again, 9. These teams are just so damn good. I love it. Finally, we're doing so well. Simon, Max, Carlos, Rene, Stephen C, and Everton have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko at left back, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Havertz. That, unfortunately, is going to be the first 8 due to the fact there is a Zinchenko. Oh, God, there's another one. God. Okay, we're doing so well. I was so happy. Right, the next one chosen by Steve L, James H, Zergu, Terry, Jonathan, Stephen D, John, and the silver one. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Havertz. 8. I'm sorry, I just can't deal with it. But there we go. Right, let's see what people's comments are, because I'm sure they'll be building up. They have been. Let's have a look. See. Let's have a look. Barco to Seville. Yes, smart from Brighton and pick up half Canadian 30. Brighton always moving smartly. Big up to BX. Don't worry, mate. Honestly. Challenge. There will be a challenge, but there are new rules, Moss. So be prepared, because you may not like it. Raya, Timber, Gabriel, Saliba, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Martinelli, Jesus, and Saka. Does that mean you're putting Havertz in midfield, BX? Because that is. I wouldn't say I have a massive problem with it, but it's definitely not the strongest. I don't think anyone's done Havertz in midfield this weekend, which is great. It's just because it doesn't suit him. So yeah. My team: Raya, White, Galiba, Calamadini, Price, Partey, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Havertz. Absolutely no issues with that whatsoever. I've just realised I've just moved that around, haven't I? Sorry. Moss, you're safe with the rules, so you'll be fine with that. So I've starred it. Bobby BK, Raya, Timber, left back, Saliba, Gabriel, White, Partey, Odegaard, Rice, Trossard, Jesus, Saka. Bob PK, got literally no issues with that. That's a 9 all day long. And it's literally just because we're not fully strengthed yet, because we haven't finished our squad. I can't give it a 10 until we've finished it. That is a rule that I have stuck to. Last season, it was a maximum of an 8. I've now increased it to a 9 because I feel that we are strengthening, but not finished just yet. I transferred in Havertz into my FPL. I think that's very good. Big up to Terence. I don't want to get into YouTube trouble with saying that, but I will say shalom all to you. I totally agree with what you're saying, Terence, as well. But YouTube is powered by a way bigger power than us, unfortunately. Zinchenko is a wing back or midfielder. Same with Trent. I'll keep saying it 100%. Jorginho for Cine. Yeah, I'll go with that. Trossard has to be play. He's a big game player. You always say be prepared. I was a Boy Scout, but that's the motto. Be prepared, JD. And of course, wrong. No JD anywhere near us, mate. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Havertz, and Trossard. Good team again. That's easily a 9. Yep, easily a 9. Right, let's move on to the challenge. Just might find the right intro. Okay, so these are the new challenge rules. As no one's joining me, it won't be done live tonight. It will be the team against the team, and I'll put Moss's in there as well. So the new rules are: choose 6 from the Arsenal, 5 from the opposition, no unavailable players. You are allowed to use doubts now, so doubts are fine. You have to have a minimum of 1 defender, 1 midfielder, and 1 forward from the opposition. Moss, you're fine because you've done that. Once you select a player, you cannot swap him. That's obviously for people that are doing it live. Formation of the home team is always selected, so it is a 4-2-3-1. I'm sure Moss will be fine with that. No former players, present squad only. Trust me, people have tried all sorts. I've had Burkamps mentioned, Overmars is mentioned, Henri's mentioned in the past. Trust me, people need to be reminded sometimes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to Moss's. Let's have a look. You said be prepared, Jason, was laughable. Well, nothing's finished yet, mate. That's what I would say. Just be careful because JD is playing a dangerous game. He may stay at Lille this summer. He may run down his contract. Unfortunately, there is just JD has not been dealt with yet, but he will be. Arteta, what have you done? Let's have a look, see what people have been saying. My alternative team is incomplete. Martinez, White, Torres, Gabriel, Matson, Anana. Oh, you've kept with the rules as well, Chris. Okay, no, I like that. I'm going to score. Before I score yours, I'm going to mark Chris's. White, Torres, Gabriel, Matson, Anana. 1, 2. So I'm just making sure you got the right number. 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. See, I think with Villa, I can score it at 10, can't I? Really? I love Matson. I swear it, Chris, because obviously you're around a lot of my streams. You know how much I like Matson. It's got to be a 10. I'm sorry, it's got to be. Let's have a look. Can any post the worst team and try and get for what is a slight questionable status for the player availability? Champions League and I said we'll run out. Kind of suppose wanted it, but it actually made Jonathan come out and say he's staying at Lille to take them to the Champions League. That's what he's doing. It's not finished yet, mate. Until the window's closed, nothing is done. Nothing is done. Trust me, there's been conversations, boss. I'll definitely guarantee you there's been conversations more than there has been with Arsenal. That's for certain. So there's 1 week left. Let's just wait and see. I personally don't think he'll leave now, but nothing's finished until it's finished. I think he's going to run down his contract, and then he's got the open world to do whatever he wishes. But I don't rule out him moving just yet. But yeah, we'll wait and see. Right, let's get into Moss's. So Chris has got a 10. Moss has done Emiliano, so Martinez, White, Saliba, Torres, Timber, Anana, Rice, Odegaard, Bailey, Watkins, easily a 10. No issues with that. Right, let's get into the crazy peoples. And JD never says anything about anything to be respectful, but he told fans he's staying. Smart, him and Davies. I would say this, and people can back me up on this. Pedro Neto, before he left to go to Chelsea, I think it was about 10 days 10 days before he went to Chelsea, he says, I'm not going anywhere. So, yeah, just bear that in mind. Players do not speak the truth, unfortunately. Ramsdale, Timber, Gabriel, Calafiori. Terence, what are you doing to me? That is horrendous. Oh, God. That's an horrendous team. Oh, God. That actually makes me feel a little bit sick, if I'm honest. Even got low score challenge. Well, trust me, you've definitely got the low score out on that. That's for certain. I still have Gabriel over Saliba. I'm same with Kanate over Van Dijk. Yeah, I'm the same as well. I'm all Gabriel right now. No, I think one flopped. One. No, I think one flopped. One defender. Louder. Right, so it's literally you've got to choose a defender and midfielder, because what people have been doing in the past, they've all shoved them in midfield and they've ignored a defender, or so I've split it across. So 5 players from Aston Villa, one minimum has to be a defender, midfielder, and a striker. So if you want to take part, Bob BK, by all means, I've got 2 more teams to score yet. So yeah, here we go. Right. So we're going to start with George on the left, who's gone with Martinez, White, Calafiori, Torres, Gabriel, Onana, Rice, Rogers, Saka, Trossard, Watkins. I do like Rogers. He's a very good talent. But, yeah, it's a 9. Sorry. Oh, God, Rich has done a... Oh, I swear this new rule has really flummoxed some people. I don't understand how it has, but it really does seem to have affected him in some way. So Richard's gone with Raya, Konza, Digne, Torres, Gabriel, Onana, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Bailey, and Havertz. Konza can play right back, don't get me wrong. But nah. That's a 9 as well. Chris and Moss, you have it's anyone that's actually out. Anyone that's out. So yeah, it's crazy. Challenge complete. God, no, my team is fine. 6 from Arsenal, 5 from the Villa. Yeah, exactly. I'm just double check. I don't think I've missed anyone's team, have I? Don't think I have. No, I think I've got everyone's team in. So predictions, people. What are we going for? We've got 300 people. Put your predictions in. I want to know what you're thinking. I'm going to go with. Oh, I'm going to go with a 2-2. You know, I think it's going to be a high energy game. FPL 50% or lower, as lots of times are 70 player. No, it's literally whoever's out. Any player that is out, that's out. No doubts. Doubts you can use now. It's out. So literally out. Guaranteed not to play. 1 Aston Villa, Watkins, 2 Arsenal. Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought that was a team. I don't know why I was thinking that. Right. So Moss is going for 2-1 to Arsenal. Havertz and Odegaard. And Ollie Watkins score for Villa. Don't know why I thought that was a team. Shows me where my brain is at the moment. Well, that's better. Yeah, it just makes it a little bit easier because the doubts really are pretty much normally just played nowadays. It's mental. So I've decided to take the decision to take that out, because I've known players that are 60% fit and still play. Now, I personally, as a manager, I would never have done that. But so I've decided just to take that out. Like 60% fit is nowhere near fit enough to play for it. I think even someone was 50% last year as well. And they just played. It's mental. Chris Welch is going for 2-1 to Villa. Okay. So hard to call, and don't take this the wrong way. Like I said earlier, teams will drop points early on. I ain't gonna take it as I can just, because of the window that we've had, and I'm sure Liverpool fans would be exactly the same. If you had a horrible defeat, like if you lost to Ipswich, your fans would have gone absolutely mental because of the window as well. It doesn't help if you put the two together. You have a bad result and a crap window in your eyes as a football fan. You will lose your head. So yeah, Bob PK. I'm going to write your name down. Bob PK is going with a 2-1 to the Arsenal. Saka and Jesus on the score sheet. I think it will be a defender who will get a goal, and then probably Torres. Yeah, I think Torres will be a really big problem from set pieces. For me, I think he's just so good. I think Villa have got an incredible signing with him. Brilliant defender, probably one of the best ones in Europe for me. It's got to be in the top 20 for me. Centre backs, easy to, yeah. It's just a lot easier to deal with. And honestly, I just don't agree with teams using someone that's literally like 50% fit. I think it's ridiculous. You're risking their another injury, risking them playing for a while as well. So yeah, for me, it's just manned. I still lose my head as Carlisle fan, despite signing 10 players. Total different situation though, in it. When it's League Two, League One, you kind of have a big turnaround anyway. Pretty much every window is pretty much the same. Loads out, loads in because of the length of contracts. If you haven't been promoted, all these clauses that you have. Yeah, massive turnarounds in lower leagues. But Premier League, I would say that obviously City have only signed Gundogan and Savinho. Liverpool, have you signed anyone? I'm trying to think if you signed anyone. Pretty sure you signed someone, didn't you? But anyway, you've not done much business. We haven't done much. Most of ours is outs and a couple of ins, but the final week's here now, so this is where I think everybody ramps it up. I don't think City have finished, even though they've got Gundogan. I don't think they're finished yet. Big up to Arteta's cousin. Big up to you. Good to be here. Good to see you. I only want one transfer at Carlisle, Bobby. You know what that is. Actually, there's more. Yes, you want someone out. Kicked as far as possible away from Carlisle. Big up to Bob PK, just across your YouTube, so hopefully in the future, going forward, I'll be able to get more with you guys through live chats over there. Big up to you, Bob PK. That is really a love hearing that. But yes, get involved. I don't know which side where you're on, if you're on G's Twitter or on my Twitter, because obviously my Twitter's there as well. Feel free to message us as well, because we are looking for people to get involved in the WhatsApp group as well. So and then get involved in the shows as well. We'd like to open our doors and let people into our little community and just get involved in the shows as well. You know, I'm sick of my own face, so I'm sure you're sick of it. So I'd love to be able to get more involved in the shows. And yeah, I love talking to new people, so it's awesome. I wouldn't mind risking Tim back. Tactically, Zinni should start, says Ortiz. Interesting. I don't agree with that. I don't think Zinni should ever start at left back personally, but I get people's opinions. Manager, whole coach start and why do people think the league would be damaged if GT are relegated for 115? Serie A wasn't damaged when Juve. Exactly. It's a very good point, Timmy, isn't it? Update on Marino. Is he having his medicals? Yes, he's here. He's currently in the UK. It would have, well, actually, because we're at Villa Park, aren't we? So he wouldn't come out. All I would say is that I've got the welcome video done. I've got the post ready on X as well. I'm just waiting for the announcement at any point. I have no idea when it's going to happen, if I'm honest. They might save it for if we get a bad result against Villa, maybe. I don't know. We got the squad, but we play terrible football. Yeah, you play like Wimbledon style, don't you? Old. Martinez, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Digne, Cash, Rice, Odegaard, Saka. Oh, you've taken part. Oh, I quite like that, you know. Yeah, I think Matty Cash could do DM, you know. I'm gonna mark it 9, just with the question mark on Matty Cash. But overall, Terence, that's really good effort. Well done, mate. I'm currently on G's Twitter listening to brilliant stuff. Thank you ever so much. So obviously I can't track where people are at the moment, but yeah, please do. If you can message G knows how to get you into the WhatsApp group himself. So message G. G will like ask for details like WhatsApp number and get you into the group. It would be great to see you there, honestly. We want to get as many people involved. So we've got currently 400 people watching at the moment. So anyone wants to get involved, if you're watching on X, message wherever you're messaging from or watching from. We'll get you into the WhatsApp group and we'll have a nice little chat. And we literally talk about Arsenal 24/7. And I do mean 24/7 because we've got people in North America, we've got people in Asia, we've got people in Africa, we've got people from all over the world in that group. So literally it's 24/7. And Chris, you are a legend. Please do subscribe to Chris Welch's channel, as well as ours, obviously the Armory TV and Full Time Sports Network, which is Full Time Sports Network is basically a mini hub where we've got Tottenham channel, Liverpool channel, Man United channel, and just general football. Because this weekend I'm doing Liverpool Brentford as well as Villa versus Arsenal. So yeah, it's a mini hub, Full Time Sports Network. But please do subscribe to Chris Welch as well. He does multiple sports, not just football. He does darts. He does boxing. He does F1. He does football. You name it, he does it. Cash can play DM. I do think he can, and I just don't think it's his strong point. So that's why I'm going to give it a 9. Terence only got 4 players, 3 players too, has he? He's only got 4. 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, crikey, yeah. All right, well done, it's Chris. I'll be honest. Can you imagine Bobby not taking in Arsenal WhatsApp group? Leave them to it. I do stay rather quiet, if I'm honest. I don't talk much in there. There are many people that talk in there. They talk about Arsenal non-stop. I am quite quiet in there, to be fair. I do message G a lot privately as well. But if there's a question for me, pinpointed to me, I will answer my question. I don't ignore people if someone's talking to me, but there's so much conversation happens in there. So yeah, I will definitely message you later and sort out connecting with you guys. A lot more talking about the Arsenal. Excellent stuff. Excellent. Do we really need a point now? Looking well, I hope we win Arteta scores, and I really do. But I'm okay if we just draw. I will be a bit annoyed if we lose, if I'm honest. You are a legend to me, mate. You know that. But guys, I'm out of here. I will definitely speak to everybody tomorrow because I've got 2 streams tomorrow. I've got the game and then the live match reaction as well. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your day or night, wherever you are. And I will see you tomorrow for the game. I look forward to it. Pau Torres for Gabriel. Oh, no, absolutely fine. So Pau Torres, yeah, it is reluctant, isn't it? When you have to do those challenges, it just makes you... Well, my aim is that you just respect the opponents a little bit and you look at their strengths and stuff. So, yeah. But yeah, Pau Torres in for Gabriel, so that makes total sense. But still a 9, just because Matty Cash, I don't think that's a positive. It's the same with Konza when Richard put Konza as a right back. Yes, he can play there, but I don't think it's his strong point. So you want someone always playing at their strong point. That's for me. If it's Carlisle, then Carlisle players. I'll be honest, mate. If we ever get drawn in the cup, this is going to be very fun to do review because imagine us getting drawn in the FA Cup. I'm definitely getting you on the show for that, mate. I'll tell you. But guys, I'm out of here. Take care. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.